Getting to the top of the Premier League is one thing, staying there is another. That's what we're out to try and achieve today, as well as getting a footstep in our third Carabao Cup final in 3 seasons. Welcome. Hello and welcome to episode 57 of Making Chelsea Stand Proud, as you'll be watching this hopefully on Good Friday. That's when it's released. I'd like to wish you a very happy Easter. And my name's Mark. On today's episode, we have 2 games for you. First game up is a game against Southampton in the Premier League. And then we face Leicester City in the first leg of the Carabao Cup Semi Final as we try and get through to the final for the 3rd season in a row and then ultimately win it for the 3rd season in a row. That's the task that we have in hand today. But since you were with us last, we have played a few games, played Northampton and Brighton in the last episode, an 8-0 win and a 4-0 win, 12 goals without reply. We did play Leicester, 3 goals to 2 in that one. Rodrigo and Kingsley Coman, I think, were the scorers on that occasion. Kingsley Coman scoring, coming on as a substitute, and he had a player of the match award to boot. So he played the whole of the second half, coming on 45 minutes as a replacement for Rodrigo, who had picked up a knock in that game. So he came on for him, and did he make a good fist of it, or did he make a good fist of it? He made a good fist of it. So replacement for Rodrigo, and certainly turned up the gas, because we were a goal down to Harvey Barnes after 29 minutes. Rodrigo getting the equaliser after 34, made it 1-1. But Tillemans from the penalty spot after 38 made it 2-1 going into half time, and we looked a bit rugged to be fair. Kingsley Coman, as I said, doing the damage. A 4-minute double from him on 61 and 65, giving us a very tight win, but also a little bit of confidence going into the 2-legged semi-final, which first of which we will have today. That one at the King Power Stadium. And indeed, the semi-final, or Carabao Cup semi-final first leg, is also at the Carabao Cup. Is at the King Power Stadium. That's what I was after. So there we go. Since then, we've played 2 teams that were in the bottom 3. Blackburn we beat 3-0. Barbosa and Mason Mount getting the goals. Mason Mount 2, Barbosa the 1, and then we did a 9-0 trouncing. So. In this little run of games that we've had here, we've had an 8-0, a 4-0, a 9-0, a 3-0. Admittedly, against Bournemouth near the bottom, Mason Mount again getting a brace. Barbosa Havertz having scored 4 goals in that one, 49, 64, 82, and a penalty after 92 minutes. And then also goals from Otavio and Kovacic rounding off the 9 goals. It was one to enjoy, I think, for this season. We've had some big scores, actually. When you think of Bale, we beat 7-0. An 8-0 against West Ham in the Carabao Cup. I think they are all the big scores, certainly not outside the friendlies anyway, in the normal season. So we've had some big scores as it goes. So today we continue, hopefully, that run in the Premier League that has got us to the top of the table, really. As we come up against Southampton. Having said that, though, our previous 6, we've only won 2 of them, drawn 3, lost 1, 8 goals for, 7 goals against. It's pretty tight. And we've not had all our own way against Southampton, certainly in the recent past. And today, again, we are away at St Mary's. And if we go back and have a look at that, against them at St Mary's, you will see we've lost 4-2, beat them 2-0 in the FA Cup fifth round, and then a 0-0 draw in the last 3 games at St Mary's. So only won 1 of the 3 there. So we'll be looking to try and get a result off them today. And we are in reasonably good form. What does that mean in by way of the table? Well, the table looks like this. Of course, we've won the last 5. So as I said, that has put us in fairly good stead. We are top on 48 points, 3 points clear of Liverpool in second place and a game in hand as it stands at the moment. So Manchester City, who are in third, would be on the same amount of points as Liverpool, to be fair. So 3 points clear of them, but we're on the same amount of games as Manchester City. As you see, Manchester City have dropped some points with a draw there, wedged in their last 5. Liverpool have won 3, drawn 1 and lost 1 in their last 5. Bournemouth, Blackburn and Burnley. Bournemouth, despite that 9-0 trouncing by us, which has given them a minus 31, have actually won a game. So they've actually managed to sort of pull themselves to the top of the pile as it stands at the moment down the bottom. They're 2 points away from Norwich, who are just outside of the relegation zone. And to be honest, they're the only team that are in touching distance at the moment, because Fulham have a little bit of a cushion, a 6-point cushion away from Norwich. So they need to... they're going to need to crack on there. But having said that, Bournemouth and Burnley both played more games than everybody else. So it's tough at the bottom. And aren't we glad we're not down at the bottom as it stands at the moment? We have entered the transfer window. You see 4th of January up here at the top. But having said that, the board, because we are losing money, we're 103 million overall balance minus. And we've lost 1 million so far this month. I'm not quite sure what we've lost this season. We've lost £7 million. The board have taken away what transfer budget? I think we had about 13 million. They've taken that away and put it back in the pot. And they've also reduced our wage budget, which wasn't very helpful. Didn't reduce it very, very much. I think we were on 5,250,000. They've reduced it by about 1,000. But it's not helped us because we were slightly over anyway, and we're just a little bit more over than we were. So we'll see what the transfer window brings. It might be a couple of the less influential players will go out, and reduce that wage budget a little bit. Having said that, we have just recently done a deal with Chilwell, who was out of contract in the summer, but he has, Ben Chilwell, signed up a new contract. He's with us now until 2028. I'm not sure if he got an increase in wages. I'm guessing he did. I'm not sure. Is there anywhere on here you can tell what their... not sure you can, actually, what the previous budgets were. But anyway, if there is, tell me in the comments, because I've not seen it. But anyway, he's here for a little while longer now, and of the players in the main body of the team, I don't think we've got any that's potentially leaving. Kepa could be leaving at the end of the season. Xhaka, who we only really had in as a backstop. But of the main force of the team, don't think there's anybody else going, so we haven't got to worry too much. And we'll have to wait and see if we get any bids in for the other base. There's a rumour going around that somebody's going to come in for Eric Garcia, so we might have to replace him. Eric Garcia, did we actually... He's not been in with us for very long. Came from Barcelona for 26 million. Rumoured to be 53 million being offered for him. And I guess if we can get that, that would do very nicely, thank you. And especially if we can bring somebody in that is of the same calibre, if not slightly better than him. That's what we'll be looking to do. We'll see if we can... we've got to be an improvement on him in order to bring him in. So that's what we will look to be doing. Right, that's, I think, a very quick roundup of what's gone on since you were last with us. Time is ticking. Let's get on with the episode. It's a Premier League game against Southampton. Let's go and see the team that will face Southampton at St Mary's. And here is the team that will face Southampton. Carnasechi in goal. He's been on quite good form at the moment. So he holds his place in goal. Chilwell, Rice, Timber and James. Having said that, I put the mockers on him, I'm sure. Our defensive line. Fernandes and Milenkovic. Savic are in central midfield. Kante is coming back from injury. He's only got about 75 minutes in him. I decided that probably the best thing to do was start Savic, and maybe Kante will get a few minutes under his belt, 20 minutes, half an hour, something like that, just to build his fitness up until he's 100% fit. So that's what we're planning on doing. Rodrigo is back. He's also been injured, but only a small knock on his ankle. So he's back on that left side of midfield, attacking midfield. Mount continues in the attacking playmaker role, which he did so good with last season. He's made its own again this season. 13 goals he's up to now. And his last 5 games is on 8.36, a 7.33 for the season. So he's doing okay. Koeman out on the right. Koeman likes to play as a attacking midfielder on the left as an inverted winger. He's playing as a right-sided inverted winger today. Havertz gets the nod up front, and it's Mendy, Fofana, Kante, Tell, Cucurella, Kovacic, Barbosa, Garcia and Otavio that are on the bench. And this is how the two teams face up against one another. Southampton managed by Marcelino Bazuna in goal. Larias, Linko, Bella Kuchup and Levamento are the defensive line. Chavray, Diallo, Bajame and Armstrong are the midfield. Shea Adams and Osan Edouard are the attackers. So they're playing a conventional 4-4-2 formation. Let's go and see if we can get a result at St Mary's. And our first highlight, nearly 4 minutes in. It's a throw in to us. Chilwell to Rodrigo. Crossed in and it's just gone wide from Koeman. Free kick for Southampton just inside their own half. 21 minutes on the clock. James steps in and wins that ball neatly. It's Sergi through to Koeman. Koeman comes forward looking for Rodrigo. Rodrigo's in the box. Back to Chilwell. Chilwell rounds off his new contract with a goal. And by the looks of the stats, it's nothing more than we deserve. A lovely through ball from Koeman here. Lovely through. Finds Rodrigo. Rodrigo just had a shore up. Pulled it back for Chilwell. Chilwell could see the net. Put it away. And we have a throw in on this near side now. James, Koeman, back to Mount. Mount crosses it in. Rodrigo, it's taken a deflection. And it's sort of cleared. Mount gets it back in again. Koeman has a go, but it's sort of up in the air. And the goalkeeper kicks this one long, looking for his striker. It's a teetering around there, and it's been given away. Diallo. But Timber tidies up. Back to Karnasechi. Rice. Fernandes. Mount over the top looking for Koeman. Oh, bit of a tangle up there. Lenenko nearly messed it up, but the goalkeeper managed to right himself. Timber heads that down for Fernandes. Koeman through to Havertz. Havertz, he's gone round the goalkeeper and it's gone out for a corner. Deflected wide by the defender. Last ditch deflection. Mount with the corner then. It's long deep, but the goalkeeper's going to catch that. And we're nearly on half-time, and Southampton have a highlight. Goalkeeper's come out of his area, a long way out of his area, to be fair. Give this ball away, which they have. They're in trouble. Havertz through to Mason Mount. Mason Mount puts it away. Mason Mount picked up a yellow card as well. He's 14th of the season. And we, right on the stroke of half-time, go 2 up. And as it stands at the moment, I think we're in good fettle for this one. They've caused us problems in the past. Have Southampton, but maybe not today. And half-time comes. That's a very good first half. 17 shots, 5 of which are on target. Not quite 50%, but we'll forgive that. 2.04 on the XG, 55% possession. Not bad. Not bad at all. Southampton, we've managed to keep them to just 2 shots, neither of which have been on target. 0.09, 45% possession. More of the same in the second half, please. And our first highlight of the second half, 46 minutes on the clock. Koeman running in for that one, but the goalkeeper getting there before him. It's a long ball forward. Fernandes gets ahead to that, but it's come out on Southampton side. Timber cutting that one out. Fernandes back to Mount, all the way back to Carnasecchi. Declan Rice playing in defence today. Mount forward, looking for Havertz. He's found him. Havertz holds the ball up. He's got Chilwell in support. Chilwell into the area. And Mount looking to try and get that one away. Couldn't. Sergi through to Koeman. Koeman crosses it. Mount. And it's a save from the goalkeeper. Corner on that far side. Ben Chilwell. An in-swinger. Swung it in. Nobody there, though. Havertz back out. Looking for Chilwell. Chilwell tries to win it. Koeman does. Chilwell with the corner. In-swinger again. And still nobody there. Sergi back out to Chilwell. Chilwell will get a bite of the cherry here. Into the area. Has a go on his own, but straight in the arms of the goalkeeper. And with 71 minutes on the clock, we're making 3 changes, all because of tiredness, not really because anybody's been playing badly. Jurgen Timber, who's had a fantastic game in defence today, really has been, he's been sweeping up and tidying up and all the rest of it. He's replaced Wesley Fofana coming on for him. Ben Chilwell, who usually gets tired about this time, it may be one of the things that have him, give him a new contract. We need to try and improve at him, but he's had a good game today out on that left side. Cucurella coming on as usual for him. And Rodrigo, he's had a reasonable game as well. He's come off today, bearing in mind he's coming back from injury. Otavio replaces him. And we come back with a highlight. Fernandes. Mount's been failed. And Southampton trying to work their way out, but Cucurella gets there. Otavio struggles his way through the tackles. Through to Fernandes. Fernandes into the area. And it's Havertz who's put it away. Question of whether he's offside or not. Will it stand? It won't. Would have been his 16th goal of the season, but it's not going to stand. As you see, just crept into an offside position. And with 82 minutes on the clock, we're going to make our final 2 changes. Reece James is also tired. He's had a good game also on that right side of defence. Fofana moves out for him. Eric Garcia comes in central defence. And we've also taken off Milinkovic-Savic, who's had an okay game in midfield. And we're going to give that a few minutes run out to Kante as he comes back from injury. Livramento has a throw in, a long throw, headed backwards. Fofana's there though. Back to James. Changes haven't been made yet then, obviously. And that goes out wide, but Southampton still have the ball. Rice has cut that one out. Sergi, Otavio, Mount, Cucurella. Cucurella comes forward, looking for the run of Mount. He's found him. Crossed it into the area, but it didn't quite get through. Koeman heads it down, and it's not quite gone out. James still working hard out there. Koeman, Fofana. Back to James. Koeman looking for Havertz. Havertz has found it. Nice sweet ball. What a goal. 16th goal. He got his 16th goal of the season. He's come back into a little bit of form as Kai Havertz. And that was a cracking put away. I mean, he still, when he got this ball, he actually touched this, a couple of things, had loads of work to do, and tucked that away beautifully. And we did eventually make those changes, but to be fair, nothing else happened in the match. We win this one 3-0 and keep chugging away at the top of the table. And it was a good day. Everybody scoring reasonably well. Carnasecchi doing very, very well in goal. Once again, a better second half from him, really. Wasn't particularly spectacular in the first half, but did well in the second half. They had 4 shots, 2 on target. I think they had 2-0 at half time. So they've done better in the second half. Had 2 shots, both of them on target. 0.21, 43% of the possession. We had 26 shots, 10 of which were on target. 3.13. Goals from Chilwell, Mount and Havertz, the scorers today. And a man of the match game from Kingsley Koeman. The only thing he didn't do, of course, was put the goal away. And a good all-round team performance finishes us like this today. Chelsea are top on 51 points, having played 21 games. Liverpool not playing today, so we've now played the same amount of games as them at the moment. Anyway, 6 points clear of Liverpool in second place. Manchester City have a game in hand, but would still be those 6 points behind us if they were to win that game in hand. And it would put them up to second. It may or may not do. Depends on how many goals they scored, of course. And Wolves, Everton and Middlesbrough and Tottenham taking up the rest of the European places. But at the moment, a little bit of daylight at the top, and we want to keep going if we can to keep that going. That was a good win at St Mary's. A recent history against Southampton hasn't been particularly spectacular. So to be fair, that was very, very good today. And so it takes us through to the first leg of the Carabao Cup Semi Final. Competition we've won for the last 2 seasons. Can we make it a third season in a row? A, to the final. B, to win it. Let's wait and see. We have played Leicester 5 times, beaten them 3, lost on 2 occasions. One loss at Stamford Bridge, 1 loss at Leicester. That was at the end of last season in the Premier League. This season, we beat them 3-2, a very tight match on Boxing Day, but it certainly gave us a win. But it'd be nice to go back to where we were here. Can we do it against Leicester at the King Power Stadium in the Carabao Cup? Let's go and find out. And the team that will face Leicester in the first leg of this Carabao Cup semi-final. Carabao starts in goal. Mendy has been kicking off because he wants to make the starts. And basically, if you look at his stats, 6.72, a 6.96 against Carabao, a 7.62 and a 7.32. He's the informed goalkeeper. He gets the start. Chilwell, Rice, Garcia and Fofana. If Mendy wants to move on, then we'll let him move on. Fernandes and Kante in midfield. Kante again only good for 75 minutes. He has also got a yellow card warning on there that he could miss the next leg if he gets a yellow card. I'm not sure what to do, whether to switch him out again. I think we'll do the same as what we did last time. What we'll do is we'll give Kovacic a run out this time, I think. Just switch it up a little bit. So Kovacic in there now. Rodrigo, Mount and Koeman start as our attacking midfield again. Havertz up front. Mendy, Koulibaly, Barbosa, Tell, Cucurella, Kante, Savic, Xhaka and Sterling on the bench for this one. It's pretty much the same side apart from a couple of tweaks because of suspension. We've got Reece James out with suspension and Yaran Timber. So it's really only Garcia and Fofana on this side of the defence. That's a change from the last match, as say Kovacic instead of Savic to start. But apart from that, just those 3 changes. And this is how the 2 teams line up. They're playing a 4-3-3 or a 4-1-2-3-1. And we are playing our 4-2-3-1. And the first highlight, 6 minutes in. Mount with a free kick just gone wide. They have a free kick now. 11 minutes, 12 minutes on the clock. And Conor Gallagher, ex-Chelsea player, will have a go from distance. It's gone over the top though. Chelsea watched it go over. Throwing on the far side for Fofana. Throws it in looking for Mount and didn't find him. It's gone out wide. Finds Sarr. And Chilwell tries to do it, but Rodrigo steps in and takes the ball off them. Rice, Kovacic, out for Fofana. We come on a very rampaging attack here. Fofana on his own, but fires it straight at the goalkeeper. Highlight's going to continue, and Dero will roll it out to Sanchez. Inside to Gallagher, and he's threaded it through to Pinamonte, who has a go, and Carnasecchi. And that's why, I'm going to pause it for a minute, that is why I've got him on as a goalkeeper. Fine save for Carnasecchi. It's a corner, though, and Dewsbury Hall will take the corner. It's going to be an in-swinger. Swings it in. It's headed clear by Chilwell. Picked up 3 yellow cards in quick succession there. Koeman on the ball. He's lost the ball though, Koeman. But Garcia tidying up, thankfully. Declan Rice through to Fernandez, who loses the ball under the Pinamonte again. Oh, dearie me. We got to be careful here. They're coming in. As a shot's deflected and Chilwell has it down. Rodrigo out wide looking for Koeman. Still didn't find him. Rice is Kovacic. Fernandez. Rice. Steady down, boys. Steady down. Chilwell. Oh, he's lost the ball again. They're really fighting us, biting us here. Pinamonte. And he crosses it into the area. It's gone in the net. And Conor Gallagher scores against his old side. And can't blame Kanacheski for that. They've been pommeling on us. And Leicester really at the King Power. And he was unmarked was Conor Gallagher. And half-time comes. Nothing else happening. 14 shots, 5 on target, and we need to make those count when we hit the target. 1.05, 49% of the possession. We've not had the possession and given it up very, very untidily. They've had 6 shots, 2 of which are in target. Goal being one of them, 0.60, 51%. We haven't played badly. We just need to put away the chances that come our way. And one change at half-time. Kingsley Koeman, I hadn't realised, had picked up an injury. So we've had to bring him off. He's picked up a foot injury. And it's Gabriel Barbosa who will start the second half in his place. We have a free kick. 48 minutes in. It's swung in by Mount, I think it was, Kovacic. Fofana comes forward. He's been tackled and Pinamonte wins that ball back. Fofana trying to shepherd him away, but the ball a bit lax to start off with. Enzo comes forward, finds Havertz has got it in, and he's offside. Referee will go to VAR. And he was offside. Good threaded ball. Well put away, but offside. Free kick just inside not just inside, halfway inside our side. Rice to Fernandez, and we come forward. Fofana's lost it, and they lost ball. Barnes on it, and Pinamonte's put that wide. They're just half a yard in front. They want it more than us at the moment. We're not playing. Barnes again looking for space, and they're in. Ooh, flashed over the top. Kanasechi to Rice. Chilwell now comes forward. We've got to find something soon. Chilwell holds that ball, which we've been losing. Fernandez, Mount. Back all the way to Kanasechi. Rice, try again. Chilwell. Rodrigo finds Havertz out to Fofana. Fofana looking for Rodrigo, but it's headed back to the goalkeeper. Highlight continues. Andero, what's he going to do? Is he going to roll it out? Kick it? He's going to go for a kick. Long ball. Rice heads it down for Fernandez. And we can build again. Garcia. Kovacic. Barbosa. Havertz! Yes, that's got to be in there. Oh, not again. Surely. And hallelujah. His 17th goal of the season. Kovacic. Barbosa, lovely ball in. Havertz was there. In obviously a question of offside, and the Leicester players basically made the referee think it was offside. There you go, proof that it wasn't. We have a free kick. Mason Mount with a free kick. Can Mason put this one away? No, he can't. And with 66 minutes on the clock, we're going to make one more change. Ben Chilwell's tired and also not having a great game. Mark Cucurella, who's his usual replacement, comes on for him. Fofana with the throw-in to Barbosa. Back to Fofana. Fofana crosses that ball. Yes! And it's Kai Havertz with his 18th of the season. We go 2-1 up after being a goal behind. We've pulled it back round. And I can see 3 on this top bar, but I presume one of those was the ruled out one. That first one, I think. Havertz scored a hat-trick today, but one of them ruled out, of course. Soyuncu. Gallagher. Pinamonti out to Justin, who's in acres of space out there. What's going on? Well blocked. But Pinamonti has a header and it's gone wide. And with 76 minutes on the clock, we've made a couple more changes. Kante is on. He's come on and replaced Fernandes, who's had a great game, although his rating doesn't really show it. But he's had a good game. And Sterling has come on as the attacking midfielder. He prefers to play as an inverted winger, so we will switch him to that inverted winger in support. He's come on that side, and he's replacing Rodrigo, who is tired. Had a good game earlier in the week. We're going to change Barbosa to inside forward on attack on the other side, mainly just because it just mixes it up a little bit. But that's out. We've got one more change to make. Wesley Fofana is tired. Don't really have another right-sided defender. Need to have a look at that in a minute and see if we can cover it. But if not, he'll have to see the game out. But we can make one more change, and it looks like it might be Mason Mount, actually. Do I make that change now? Let's make that change now. Mason Mount's going to come off. Savic is going to come on for him. That's all the changes done then. And a highlight, 87 minutes on the clock. Kanasechi. And we're coming out from the back. Fofana comes forward. Looks for Barbosa. Barbosa is sort of like tackled and tripped and what have you. Thomas back to the goalkeeper. Soyuncu. And they're playing it around in a little triangle. Looking for a way out. They found the way out. And that ball through. And Pinamonti has got the equaliser. We were playing dicey with that. And let them back in. A draw wouldn't be bad to take back to Stamford Bridge, but I think we would have preferred not to. And that was a header that didn't quite make it from Declan Rice. Headed it into Pinamonti, and Karnaseci's beaten. And it is all over. It's ended up a draw, a 2-2 draw. And we'll be disappointed we dropped that goal on the 89th minute. It was looking like we were going to take a 2-1 lead back to Stamford Bridge. Need to be a bit tighter at Stamford Bridge, but it's always a very tight affair against Leicester. And small margins. They have 14 shots, 4 on target, 1.41 on the XG. Beat us on the XG in the end, 51% of the possession. We need to be possession-minded at Stamford Bridge. We had 20 shots, 7 on target, 1.34, 49% of the possession. Not our best day, but not our worst. And maybe the changes we made towards the end there finished us off, I don't know. But we got ourselves back in the game and then lost it in the closing stages, which was a bit disappointing. And instead of confirmation of the result, I thought you'd like to see this. Manchester City have beaten Aston Villa by a goal to nil. Diaz, the scorer after 29 minutes, which means at the top of the table, we have a game in hand over Liverpool and Manchester City. We are 5 points clear, 5 points clear of Manchester City with that game in hand. So we could be 8 points clear of them. And reckoning 3 points clear of Liverpool. So we could be 6 points clear of Liverpool, 8 points clear of Manchester City after we played that game in hand, if we can win it. So that's for a future. But at the minute, we're at the top of the table, still 3 points clear of Liverpool, and with game in hand and all the rest of it. Right, that's the end of the episode. A disappointing 2-2 draw against Leicester, but as I said, they are a bit of a bogey team for us, and we're lucky if we manage to sneak past them at any point, really. But we need to play better at Stamford Bridge if we are going to get through to our 3rd consecutive final in the Carabao Cup. Hopefully we can. Next episode then is going to come up very quickly. 2 home matches. Wimbledon in the FA Cup 3rd round, and then a home match against Leicester in the Carabao Cup Semi Final 2nd leg, all tight at 2-2. I think we'll be happy with that. Better than a loss. To see who goes through to the final. So that's the next episode. It's a cup episode, and we'll be looking out for that very, very soon. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all that's happening on this particular channel. It also lets you know when the future episodes of this new series and our other series, Making Chelsea, no, it's not Making Chelsea Stand Proud, that's this one. To Be a Legend, with Buxton on the alternate days. So look out for that. New episodes of Making Chelsea Stand Proud released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. And don't forget, the best way to keep up to date with what's happening when things are released and new things happening and all the rest of it is to follow me on Twitter on at JustOffside2. It's down below here. And that's the best way. It keeps you up to date with everything. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Easter, because this is Good Friday. You've got Easter weekend to come. We'll be back on Tuesday after you've had a nice restful weekend, hopefully. So until then, it's a very goodbye. Goodbye.